We are live on YouTube. This is an ASMR stream, apparently. No, it's not. I don't know why people say that. They say ASMR every time they hear me. But the thing is I get too excited to be ASMR. I think I would have to be all like, and so today, the journey begins. You know what I mean? Like, I'd have to be more mellow. Like, I'd have to be doped up on some type of tranquilizer. Sorry, I was just reading some of my comments that I haven't checked out in a while, and I was like, wow. What are these people hearing? Because I definitely don't hear that. Yeah, so I haven't streamed in a little bit. I've been busy playing guitar. I did some work on my guitar today. And, yeah. So anyhow, I thought that I would do a little bit of the Craft of the Warcraft. Because we have an event going on right now. And I want to work on filling in this bar because I finally reached the next tier. I've been in the 445 tier for months. Now I've just hit the 460, so it's very exciting in the first piece. Starts off with the weapon. So how are you doing there, Harrison? Let us see where I need to go. Oh, and the other thing about the SMR thing that people talk about, when I look it up, it's always people, they're whispering like this. How the fuck is this entertaining? They whisper. I want to slap those people. I can't do it. Tiragard sound. Alright. Let's do it. Yeah, so I'd have to do a little bit more research, but it definitely has me a little bit intrigued, for sure. I definitely don't want to... Yeah, that's right, because it's an acronym. But everybody that does, like, ASMR YouTube videos, they're all whispering like this. And, like, one guy does ASMR gaming news, and he whispers, but you can hear him chewing and slobbering his tongue and swishing it around in his mouth. There's nothing exciting about that, or relaxing about that. So I don't know. I would have to make some videos where I'm just kind of like more chill, more relaxed, and not too excitable. You can't be excited. I get too excited. I'm like Kramer from Seinfeld. But you know what I mean? Like, how the fuck is that relaxing? Guy's like, so, I'm playing Fortnite. And you hear that and you're like, you sound like a cow chewing gum. But, you know, he's getting... Yeah, but he's getting 15,000 views a video. I'm getting like 15, so I can't really argue with the guy. It's clearly working. But for me, I'm like, yeah, no.
What is it? Get moving!
Was it Tiragard sound? I think it was Tiragard sound.
What wind did you ride it on?
Not you.
Speak up!
But yeah, so I'll do this for a little bit, see how it works out. But yeah. So how are you doing there, Harrison? I think I've already asked you that.
Tiragard Sound is the most heavily fortified alliance from...
Even if I try to do the, you know, the more of a calmer voice like this, without getting excited or anything like that, I don't know what the hell I would talk about. I'd be like, and welcome to the channel. On today's ASMR video, I shall just talk about absolutely nothing. As we fly into the horizon and see the snow in the distance, I am in no hurry to reach the cold terrain. You know what, like, what the hell would I talk about? I don't know. I don't know what I'd be doing. Let's see here. What's this? What's what? Sorry. I'm doing... How good. Yesterday completed the whole plane mission in... Oh, nice. What's this game? This is World of Warcraft. I'm just doing my my daily thingamathingy there. Yeah, I thought I'd come back to YouTube a little bit. I mean, it's, you know, it's my main home. It's where I've got the most subs. But I'm still going to work on my Twitch. I'm still twitching. I am still twitching. Just not that hard right now. There's not a lot of it going on. There we go. The bear's hungry. They will face the claws of justice. But yeah, there's been a lot of trolls in my YouTube, and there's been absolutely none on Twitch. Then again, no one comes on my Twitch. It's kind of hard to get trolled on Twitch if no one's there. But it's peaceful. It's relaxing. Yeah, maybe someday as a joke I'll try to do an ASMR live stream, see what that means. I feel like I'd have to stay monotone and calm, and I feel like I wouldn't be allowed to show excitement or any type of pizzazz in my voice. The only survival game I've played is Ark on PS4, but hated it after a while. Yeah, I've got a good 1,500 hours, if not more, in that game. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that little turd. Little shit stain. Pfft. Thinks he's gonna get me. He's got another thing coming. And even if he does get me, I find those that are like super aggressive hunting in groups with their little friends there, trying to hunt and peck at players, are like seriously whacked in the head. I mean, it can be fun, don't get me wrong, but
Our grunts have somehow managed to pin down an
man, where is everyone?
Our patrols report the presence of an Alliance agent at this location.
Alright, let's get them all. Oh, Catriana. I hate when you're trying to craft and you get fucked up. Oh, there's a lot of stuff I just hate from that game that's very punishing. Incredibly punishing. So do you think ASMR can include someone who can sound a little bit excited at times, or does it have to be like super mellow, super calm? You know what I mean? I don't know how that works. I have no idea. Okay, for real. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to go, holy shit, did you see that? Probably wouldn't be able to do that. I feel like I'd have to try and be something I'm not. I would really have to focus on being chill. And unfortunately, that is a part of my personality. Kind of depends on my mood, to be honest with you. There's a lot of times where I'll just be like this, very calm, laid back. And then those people will say that I'm boring. and I sound like I'm half asleep. You can't win everyone, right? But this music is definitely relaxing. But yeah, I'm excited to get my new weapon. Soon, that is. Might be another couple of days. It'll help my overall DPS output. The Forest on PS4 is a shit game as well. Get so far than dying, I have to start... Yeah. I mean, I like those games, but they're kind of rough. I don't like it with the controller. So you know... I play on the PC now, mouse and keyboard, and I use a trainer just to kind of give me a few things, like a few little things to help me out to kind of lessen the
I saw what you did out there.
whatever. And I mean, I'm having fun, you know, so I'm not worried about it. Oh yeah, we'll go for this guy here. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I have no shame. None.
An officer of the Alliance is rallying
Some
nearby
people can
troops.
be like,
Prevent them from
hey man, you can't game doing that. It's like, oh, actually I can, thanks. I can, I have, and I will. And I shall. It's not affecting anybody else. If it takes the edge off a little bit from the monotony of it, why not? Yeah, I made a quick video on it a little bit. On the PS5 reveal. I kind of got jealous. This guy that I find annoying is doing a live stream of it, talking about the PS5 event, and he's got over 1,000 people in his live stream. 1,000! I was like, holy cow. That's insane. Well, I mean, I've seen people with more. I just meant this particular person. I remember when he could barely get 2 people in his stream. And that's all he's doing. Like, okay, guys, the PS5 event is here. Let's check it out right now. You can see them talking there in the video. Because he's like me, he's live streaming it, but instead of playing a game, he's just playing the actual event. Get it? Like the actual event. And just, I don't know, it just sounds like he's trying to sound too much like a news broadcaster. So you'll hear the guy be like, okay, so the digital version will be $3.99. Okay, guys, so as you could see there, what he just said, if you didn't hear that, it's in fact going to be $3.99. $3.99 for the digital version of the PS5. And I'm just like, is it bad that I want a wombat to bite his face? I'm just saying. It's just like the way he's doing it. I don't know. It kind of drove me nuts. I was like, seriously? 1,000 people want to watch that shit? Seriously? Nope. I'm not even going to talk like that, even if it means I could get 1,000 people in here. I don't want to try anything. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I just want to be me. I want to talk the way I would talk, whether I'm on camera or off camera, talking to myself or with a bunch of people. I don't want to, you know? If I'm trying to be something I'm not, you'll know, because I'll do the Batman thing, because that's like an obvious one, right? Like I'm obviously trying to do something at that point. But yeah, when you see people talk on YouTube or in their live streams, and then you see them like in an interview or in everyday life and they sound completely different, it's like, what? I mean, like I said, for me, it boggles my mind, but hey, you know, teach their own. It's hard to argue with people that are 100 times more successful with you. I'm not about to tell them how they should speak. I'm just saying, for me, it drives me crazy. And then a recent YouTuber that I found that I really, really enjoy has 87 subs. 87. 87. And he's been YouTubing for 3 years. And he's good. I'm like, how are people not following this guy? You know what I mean? But anyhow, I'm just venting. In GTA 5, I put a raccoon mask over my character's face and I would eat their face. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, you know, I just like being silly sometimes, you know? Life doesn't always have to be serious. I think what's going to help me with my live streams too, assuming people don't think I have the charisma of a bag of rocks, moving forward, and I've been kind of decent with it. It's been kind of fairly consistent. Is obviously a schedule of not only the start but the end times, which they are usually consistent. Like today was a little bit off. Today I started like, 5 hours later than I normally would, but I'm also not streaming at a time I normally wouldn't be maybe streaming at either. It's just, oh, it's a secret. So it's water, but with those water enhancer flavors. But I use a metal straw. You can hear the ding ding ding, because inside it's metal. So it'll either keep my drink cold or hot. And it just makes water and everything just taste so much better. This is like my favorite cup in the whole world. Absolutely amazing. So we are done this, by the way. We're just not quite halfway. I want to say about a third or a quarter of the way to getting this weapon. Well, just because it's environmentally friendly, for one. It's easy to clean, right? Instead of like a plastic straw, you know, that whole plastic straw thing. Those are going out, so I can reuse it. And it just feels and tastes better. Have you ever tried drinking water through a fucking paper straw? Like, oh, thing is ass. This thing. It looks like a pipe. Like a hockey stick. But it's metal, right? And it's a spill-free cup. So you could put like a nice hot chicken noodle soup in there. You could put a pop, some water. And it just has like a feel to the cup. Almost like a fiberglass. It just feels nice to hold on to. And like I said, it either keeps your drink really hot or really cold. And because it's metal, it actually tastes better. So talk about environmentally friendly. Anyways. You don't stop me, I'll end up going on talking about a cup for an hour. So let's get out of that. Let's switch it into high gear. From World of Warcraft, giddy up to a little bit of that Marvel Avengers. We shall avenge offline without an internet connection so that we can get better loot. Yeah, if I plan on having my pancreas explode, yeah, I would probably drink that. Indeed. Let us see. Oh. So I came up with a... Well, I didn't come up with it. I came with a variance of a trick. Not really a trick someone spoke about. Yeah, I'm going to save these for the next patch. Because... there's a glitch and sometimes they just don't work. So if you play offline without an internet connection, you just get better loot, is what ends up going on. And if you particularly do this mission, it's just like a happy blend of, you know, how long it takes to do the mission to how much gear you're going to get. And it's just kind of good. So I've been doing it to sort of level up my characters a little bit. But yeah, I gotta admit, the stream is a little bit slower than I thought it was gonna be. I was maybe thinking maybe 3, 4 people might have been in here, but I know earlier in the day I get more views, generally speaking. And like I said, once I maybe start putting up a like a schedule somewhere, especially like on Twitch. Even though I am, like I said, fairly consistent in my times, if I can have a few slots where it's like really consistent. My main one being around You know, sort of like around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 10. So about 10:30 Pacific. There's just nobody else in here. It happens. It happens sometimes that there's just nobody. So he's maxed out at 50, but only 98 power level. He's level 44. He's level 50, but 93. Yeah, we'll go with Captain America. And we're going to go ahead and launch the mission. I'm just going to play around for a bit. Might end up playing some Madden, maybe a little NBA, kind of see just how things are going. If I get really irritated sitting in my chair, I might end up ending the stream soon. It's kind of hard to say. I'm just taking it minute by minute. Sometimes I'm really undecided, and I'm not even sure I even want to live stream, so I don't even bother, or I procrastinate for an hour. Do you know what I mean? Like, does that ever happen to you where you start to do something, whatever it is, whether it's playing guitar, or going for a walk or a drive, and 5 or 10 minutes you're just kind of like not feeling it? That happens to me sometimes with live streaming. And it has nothing to do with whether or not there's people in the stream or not. Sometimes I prefer when there's nobody in the stream. I'm like, cool, I can just leave and no one's gonna know. Do you think cops and crooks will come to GTA 5? I don't know what that is. You mean some sort of cops versus robbers sort of thing? Just story mode or online? They were supposed to bring stuff to single player, and they never did shit with that.
Nobody's trying to stop them, except us. But you know that's pretty big us, so I think we've got a chance.
Totally.
Oh, did you? You live stream? Oh yeah, that's right. You live stream a little bit as well, eh? Yeah.
Do you know how many Inhumans are hiding out
Yeah.
there?
And I'm just being honest, I kind of tell people that, you know, all the time. Yeah, I don't really do the whole GTA 5 online thing, but yeah, I don't know much about it. So just doing that checkpoint, by the way, can give you a good chunk of XP. Sometimes you do that a couple of times, and that'll level you up just literally hitting that, that checkpoint. Now this is a little bit slow in Captain America because I can't fly. It's too bad I can't just like grab that shield and just fly in the air with it. You know, something like that, but like hover. Whoops. Like that, but hover in the air, or glide or something, I don't know. So this guy here... Oh, you got denied. Nope. Yeah, I really like Captain America for a non-flyer guy. Like, I love Thor and Incredible Hulk, but I actually like Captain America more than Iron Man, which on paper I normally wouldn't, but I do. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. It's funny because a lot of people are like, "Oh, game looks like a PS3 game." I'm like, "Yeah, shut the fuck up." But yeah, some people are weird. There's just no pleasing some people. Alright, where are they? But yeah, I think they look, nice. That's it. Oh! Smackdown with the shield. Oh, I missed that one. Wow. Thor's going, hog wild with the lightning. I think there's somebody else lurking.
We need to get those Inhumans before the watchdogs do.
I say that because normally you get a slow-mo when you kill the last enemy in a group. Let me just go over here, because if I get 100%, what'll end up happening is I'll get a guaranteed legendary. Sometimes the green is higher. See? 80, 65, 66. Good thing I checked. Because it all adds up.
Keep an eye out for that bunker. Shouldn't be far.
Yeah, this game I'm really excited. Yeah, I do. I was kind of tempted to maybe check it out during the stream. There was an update. I covered a video on that as well. There's a cache coming up here. There's a... Oh, here we go. Bam! Here we go. Alright, swing at the fences there. Helps if you hit people. I just love the sound effects too. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Just sounds realistic to me. Or what I would envision a shield sounding smacking off someone's head. Yes, on PC. It's only on PC. For now. I think it's going to be coming out... Ooh. To console later. But for now, yeah, it's only on PC. Oh, I'm sure it does. Whether or not it's an accurate representation of the game is another thing. You know what I might do? Just for a few minutes, though. Just for a few. Don't get too excited. Let me fire up the game in the background on the PC. Where is Flight Simulator? On an SSD, it takes nearly 5 minutes to get into the game. Is that where you're from? Melbourne, Australia. We're going to see how long it takes to even... Actually, if you're curious, just for a moment. There we go. I started the game about 20 seconds ago. It's supposed to have sped things up in the game. We'll see how true that is. It's still piss slow to even get started. Like I said, I might not like really play it right now or much, but I'll fire it up and just kind of sort of see what's going on there. All right. Oh, I have no idea. I don't think there is. We'll just take a look really quick. Then I'll go back, finish my mission, and then I might, you know, fly around for a minute. If the game wasn't so wonky and didn't play so bad on my computer, and I had more money, and I was making some of the money some of these YouTubers were making, oh wow. I would overcompensate for the poor optimization of this game, and I would have this as one of my main games that I go to. When people think of me and me live streaming, I want them to go World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, Skater XL, and then like a random sports game, right? So sports, skateboarding, which to me is like a sport, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, but I also wanted this to be one of those. This could be ASMR, hearing the wind, seeing the lightning, hearing the thunder, whatever, right? And just kind of going for a journey while you're just shooting a shit with people in the chat, right? It can be relaxing. It's the kind of thing I would like to do. So I'm just kind of checking out. Yeah. Oh yeah, sometimes those trucks, man, they can be loud. We had the sewer trucks just here actually yesterday. It was really loud and obnoxious. Plus I play guitar too. I actually did a mild upgrade on my guitar today. I might show you that, but as you can see, it's still pretty slow. Again, the game is on an SSD. So let's go ahead and just kind of... Let's see what we got here. I forgot what I had for graphics. Oh, I did have some stuff on high and medium. Okay. The data we turned off because that was draining. It was just draining resources. It really did make a big difference, but I suppose I could try it. Bing data, yeah. That was pretty cool. Okay, so maybe I'll do that. We'll do F11. Oh, because it gets loud where you are, eh? That your microphone picks up. That's where a noise gate is good. Like right now, I've got a fan that's blowing me 100 miles an hour. Like literally, like right there. It is so incredibly loud, but I can promise you don't hear it. But I also run, over $500 in software for my microphone to be like the most professional sounding that I can be. I could promise you with a good noise gate, you would be able to eliminate that background noise. Quite easily, actually. Let's go to the marketplace. Official. If you see me blinking a lot, it's because sometimes my eyes are itchy because of allergies. Let's see what we've got here. $30 for a fucking plane? Seriously? Like, seriously? What is that? Alright, let's just get into it. Well, not so much into the game right now, but let's just kind of take a peek. So are you from Melbourne? And yes, I kind of forget. There it is. Yeah, I knew I was going to find it. Eventually. That could be the departure. And our gas will allow us to go. See, I like Darwin, Australia. All the way up there. I'm a Darwin kind of guy. Nasty extreme heats, and it's still Australia, but it's quite a different vibe being in Darwin than, Perth and Sydney and Melbourne. I mean, in actuality, oh, nice. I don't know if I would rather this part of Australia more, or if I would be more of a northerner kind of Australian. I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna play the game enough for me to even get there. But let's just kind of get into it. And I might pause the game, and I do want to at least finish my other match. Oh, nice. I haven't been to anywhere in Australia, because quite frankly, while it's far, I'm poor, and I'd have nowhere to stay. And spiders that are the size of a pizza. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, Australia's wildlife is too much of a living nightmare for me. I have terrible arachnophobia. I would snap. If I ever saw one of those big, fat, fucking huntsman spiders, I would vomit. I would start shaking. Unfortunately, I can't do it. I can do snakes and crocodiles and all this stuff and wolverines and whatever. Bears, bring it. I don't give a shit. But you start bringing anything... Hello, Chevy. How's it going? But you start bringing in shit that's got more than 4 legs and 2 eyes, and that's where I got a problem. You know? Yeah, so maybe I will do this just quickly there. This is kind of unexpected because I'm in the middle of a Marvel Avengers run. But I'm just checking this out briefly, just for a few minutes. I don't even think I remember what plane I chose. And I'm not gonna lie, it better be a good one. It better be my favorite plane or I'm gonna be pissed. Because it just takes so goddamn long to get into the game. No, I'm not. I'll fuck a bear up. Elbow smash it in a snout. Not even kidding. No. I've seen bears. I've confronted them. It's Sure, it's a bit of an adrenaline rush, but I'll shit myself if I see a huntsman. Straight up. Straight up, if you saw a huntsman at your foot and it was starting to slowly climb up your leg right now, would you shit a big brick? Crikey! You know, and just like freak out? I wouldn't be able to do it. Let's quickly see how... Really? If you had a huntsman on your leg and it was all like do-do-do-do-do, you'd be like, ah, look at you. Like Steve Irwin, crikey. It'd be like, what a beauty. I mean, I can't mimic his voice, but you get the idea. He had no fear. I need Steve Irwin's, like, you know what I'm saying? His strength in me, because... Oh yeah, it's bad. Wow, that's gotta feel good. Would you be able to pick it up with your hands, or you wouldn't go that far? Have you ever seen a huntsman spider? That's what I want to know first. Oh, okay, so you won't go that far. Okay, okay. You'll shake it off, you won't, like, freak out. But at the same time, you won't go as far as, you know, picking it up with your bare hands either. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, so far, it appears as though... And this is on high, on a 6-year-old potato. Minus the graphics card, but it looks like the performance is actually noticeably better so far. I don't want to get too cocky there. I'm sure we're going to get some nasty dipping. But yeah, I kind of wanted to just play this for a few moments. I knew the optimization in this game was junk, but let's roll it back with the mouse a bit. I don't know how to do it with the controller, but yeah, you can zoom in and out with the mouse. Didn't ask you to contact me. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Don't distract me. You've seen about 12. How long have you lived in Australia? How many years have you been there? You've only seen 12. I wonder if it's one of those psychological things too, where if you see your whole life and you're 20. So you've only seen about a dozen. Really? Is it true you can be in Australia, you can go in your car, get in your little SUV, and you pull down the, you know, the visor, the sun visor, and there goes like a large pizza-sized fucking huntsman spider, and it just blub blub falls on your lap, and it's like, like that? Or is that bullshit? What? How does something that big get into your car? I'm 42 years old, and I've only ever seen one spider in my whole life in a car, and it was half the size of my fingernail. That should be illegal. Straight up, should be illegal. Those things should not exist on this planet. The gaps, but they're huge. Like massive. God damn. I seriously, I don't know. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. If I got in a car and I flapped the sun visor and a dinner plate-sized huntsman spider fell on my lap, I would just lose it. I'd rather play with an anaconda, and I've done it. And I've done it too. Well, they must be able to flatten themselves pretty good. But yeah, this game is running a bit smooth. Well, not a bit. So far, it's running a lot smoother. I'm trying to force it to dip a little bit. We dropped down to 27. Normally when it would dip down to like 12 or 14 frames. Okay, that voice, I'm not gonna lie. It's starting to drive me up a wall. I don't want to hear him or her open their pie hole. I can't do it. It's so distracting to me. Voices. I don't want to hear no voices. Well, I don't mind hearing some. I just don't want it being so damn loud. Me? I'm going from Melbourne to, you told me to go to Melbourne. I'm on my way to Darwin. I mean, I'm not going to make it there. I'm just playing for a couple of minutes. This was more of like a showcase there of the game to see what it's like since the new patch. And I gotta say, it's making a difference. Like this is... And I'm trying to fly a little bit low to the ground because you could see a little bit better, right? I'm not going through the trees. I don't know what you're seeing. I'm going above the trees. But yeah, this is running much smoother. That's what they said they were going to do, right, with the optimization? And I have the online capability on as well, which will bring in some real life... Look at that. Look at all, like, the houses and everything, and my frames are still in the high 20s, early 30s, because I got it locked at 30 frames. A game like this doesn't need to run at 60 frames. Wow, it's actually much more playable. You've never heard of the Penfield Airfield, eh? Well, when you leave Melbourne and you're on your way to Darwin, northwest, apparently, that's in the distance. Let's add a little bit of spice, shall we? .4 precipitation. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Let's see if that does anything. A little bit of lightning. Some thunder. I just love that though, eh? In real time, just like switch the I might actually roll back the time just to make it a little bit brighter so we can see the field better. There we go. Makes it a little bit brighter. Yeah, well, a lot of these are real. They're actually satellite images of real locations in the game around the world. Now, that pause there is actually kind of normal because I was playing around with the settings a little bit in the clouds in the daytime, and sometimes that'll freeze momentarily. Well, I can because I have the collisions turned off. So, I mean, I kind of... Like, if I wanted to... You know, I can just sort of... I just don't want to flip my plane over because what'll end up happening is I won't be able to take off again. But yeah, when you have collisions turned off, what ends up happening is that nothing. You can't, like, literally fly through it, but look at the detail on that. And that's not even on Ultra. Because there's no need to have the houses look that good. Or the grass, for that matter. Especially when you're like 30,000 feet in the air. Except now I have a bit of a problem. Uh-huh. Nope. I forget how to reverse. I know that that's forward. shut down the engine. No, I need to reverse. Well, I know that. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how. I have no idea. Let me see if I could find it in the controls. Welcome to the club. I don't know how to do it too. Oh, you mean what? Yeah, sorry. Over my head, under my feet there. How's it going, Sizor? Are you new to my stream? Like, are you subscribed to my channel, or did you, sorry, find me randomly through YouTube? Because I'm not too sure I've seen you before. Oh, you were here. Oops. Sorry. I don't quite recognize the name. How are you doing? So that's brakes. That's toggling the brakes. That's great. Flight control surfaces, landing gear. No, we don't want brakes. We want reverse. Toggle landing gear. Reverse power management. Fuck. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, search by name. Well, there you go. Reverse. It's possible the plane doesn't do it, but that would be kind of dumb. Right? That would be kind of weird if it didn't do that. Camera. No, it's not the camera that we're looking for. Not too bad. Not too bad. Could be better, could be worse. Brakes. Flight. Trying to figure out how to reverse the damn thing. Yeah. Oh. Decrease throttle. Increase throttle. Reverse. Reverse, damn it. Well, that's not working. I mean, there's a way. Yeah, it's probably going to take too long. Whoops. No. I think I've... No. I want to shut the engine off. You would think just holding the brake and then it would, like... Is it possible that some planes can't reverse? Would that sort of, kind of, not really make potential sense? Because some small planes... I don't think you... This isn't SnowRunner. Oh. Yeah, I'm getting, you know what I mean? I'm just getting stuck. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to reverse. So that's my flaps. Those are my rudders. Yeah, I just don't think there's a way you can do it. And there's no way to, like, reset your plane. Unfortunately, yeah, I'd have to restart. And that's going to take like another 3 or 4 minutes. But then again, in the amount of time I've wasted doing this, I could have done that by now. Actually, let me just hit restart and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think you can for some planes. It might be possible for some, and it might not be possible for others, as stupid as that might sound. I could potentially see some small planes not being able to do it. A restart is definitely quicker than restarting everything. Like going back to the globe, picking a new plane, and all that kind of stuff. So it shouldn't be too bad. I'll just fly around for another minute, then I'll go back to Marvel Avengers. Kind of excited to see what's going on there. But yeah, I'll show you this real quick. I did this to my guitar today. It was actually kind of complicated. So if you know the band Kiss, I have Paul Stanley's signature guitar with ebony fretboard, nice pearl inlays, chrome truss rod cover. I actually took off the pick guard. This is all chrome. That's all chrome. These are my pickups. That's what gives you the sound in your guitar. But as you could tell, the ring around the pickup, right? Each humbucker is made out of chrome. Look at that. It's all chromed out, and that's normally black plastic shit. And the barreled knobs, they even have like little ridges. Those used to be black plastic. So everything's all like fully chromed out. That was actually kind of annoying to install. Yeah, I like it. Well, actually, you saw how it was all chrome. Once I, excuse me. Once I switch over to play Marvel Avengers, I'll show you what it looked like before the modification. Really quick. Yeah, it just feels a lot smoother, this game. Like, so much smoother. Like, look at that frame rate. We're pretty locked in there. Oh yeah, just overall, since that update today, I might actually make what's called a performance test video tomorrow and just kind of talk about it. Oh yeah, it took me almost 15 minutes to narrate the patch notes. It's on my channel if you want to click on the link to read it at your own leisure. It's not a trick to get you to watch the video, but you can just click on the link in the description box to get the patch notes, and you can read it on your own, pick away at it. 15 minutes long, it took me to speed read through it. Just a lot of bug fixes, and you know what I mean? Thank you. Optimizations, that's essentially what it does. It just fixes stuff that hasn't been all that good. Here's the ultimate test right here. Big city, a lot of things are going on, we're flying low, we're at a low altitude. How is it going to handle my 6-year-old computer? Right here, I would usually be at like 10 or 12 frames. It would dip like a bastard. And we're just 28 to 30, 27. That's actually 24, but that's still good though. Considering I used to drop to about 12, this is like monumental here. This is huge. I'll check out what you said in just a moment there. This will make it lag a little bit. But I like my lightning. And I don't like broken clouds. I like scattered clouds. That'll freeze the game. That's okay. Oh, well, yeah, sure. But I mean, this is still pretty big. Look at this. And we're right above the houses. Plus, we've got the internet on with the Bing real-life satellite imagery going on. All that googly guck. 6-year-old potato. An RTX 2070 Super. But everything else is 6 years old. My bottleneck is definitely my CPU. I'm running an i7-6700 non-K, non-overclocked. 16 gigabytes of RAM at 1.3 gigahertz. It was really good 6 years ago, in 2014. But look at that. Look at that smooth sailing. I might even play the game a lot more now. This is supposed to be one of my main go-to games. It's like I said before, I want people to think of me as loud, obnoxious, and annoying. But World of Warcraft, Skater XL. What was the other one I said? Call of Duty. and then like the sports game, but I want this bitch added into the mix as just like one of my relaxing games to go to and just kind of enjoy and, you know, go for a cruise. I'm not always in the mood for a high strenuous game, you know? You're on an i7 4770K and I think I'm okay with it. All games are... Plus I'm running the graphics, not flexing, I'm just saying. I am running it on high. You could probably easily run it on medium or maybe high. Depends just what your computer is. Remember to lock it from your NVIDIA control panel or your ATI. Don't do it from the game. Because the in-game frames per second locker doesn't work. You have to do it from outside the game because, again... Yeah, you might be able to do medium, 30 frames. You should be able to. I mean, I'm not an expert on just hearing specs and going, do this, do that, but yeah, I'm having a blast, a lot more fun. This field here seems a little bit off-putting. What's going on in here? When you fly low, it's got to render more. That's normally where your frames will just tank right down the toilet. But as we could see, I'm pretty much rocking at a solid 30. With the odd dip in the 20s and the mid-20s, which is not bad. It's actually not all that jarring. Now, if you were playing Call of Duty or something like that, or Forza Horizon, just a different type of game. The frames per second dips aren't as jarring in a game like this. That's correct. That's exactly it. If it happens too often and you drop to 14 frames, well then yeah, sure, you're gonna feel it, it's gonna be a little bit annoying, but it's quite doable. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the game a lot more. I'm gonna have to make a performance video tomorrow and showcase to people and say, hey, look at this. You guys remember I used to drop around 10 to 14 frames here, especially in a busy area. And now I'm pretty solid at, 30 frames on a 6-year-old computer. Do you play ATS2 or ATSM? I don't even know what that means, so probably not. I have no idea what that acronym stands for. But yeah, let's just do this. Euro Truck Sim... Oh, no. No, I play more the Flight Sim or Skater XL for a simulator. Oops. What else do I play? Snow Runner a little bit. I don't know how the graphics would be of Euro Truck Sim or American Truck. I'm looking for a truck simulator like that someday, but with the graphics and the physics of Snow Runner, that would be insane. But without all the bullshit like getting stuck in the mud and all that. That would be kind of cool. I'd be into that. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Even spinning the camera around, that used to lag my computer so bad. Like, I mean really bad. Look at that. Still at 29, 30 frames. Wow, look at that. Rock solid 30 frames in a busy area. Wow. Smooth like avocado butter on a warm toasted bagel. I like that. Wow, amazing what a little update can do sometimes, eh? Oh, so there is no game like this, but American Trucks look great too. Great, look it up and maybe one day do. Yeah, I'd have to look, because I'm super picky with games. Like, I mean, I'm picky. But yeah, this looks good. I like it. And I think I'm going to end the journey right in... Well, let's see if I can... not really trying to land it properly here, but... I wish you could have a seaplane. Same with me, I only... Yeah, on Steam I still got a problem. Wow, look at those graphics. Yes, that would be awesome, Truck Sim. but with SnowRunner graphics and physics. Oh, yeah. Incorrect heading. Oh, no. Ooh, almost did it. Oh, no. Ding. Take out someone's satellite dish. Smack. And the journey comes to an end. Okay, that spinning's making me dizzy. Let's see. Shh. It's quiet, except for my plane continuously spinning. Anyhow, that's making me dizzy now. But anyways, yeah, game runs a lot better. Alright, let's get out of this crap. Oh, there. See? The ambience, right? The water, the birds. It's relaxing. Not so relaxing inside the cockpit. That's kind of creepy, the graphics. Because it's not like an underwater submarine simulation game. But anyhow. Okay, seriously. There we go, main menu. Yes. Quit the desktop. Yes. So we did well. We showcased that. I'm going to need to talk about that tomorrow. What a huge improvement, especially over if you've ever seen me play the game before. Absolute madness. I never went below 26 or 27 frames momentarily. Sorry, that was important. All right, let's go back to what I was doing. See what I do? This is what I do. Just all over the place. World of Warcraft. We're flying in Melbourne. We're crashing into, you know, some lakes. And then we're playing Marvel Avengers. And let me tell you, not a lot of people are into that shit. There's going to be a game on Steam. When? I don't know. It's called Alaskan Truck Simulator. It's pretty cool. You can change, attire, hunt, eat, drink. Oh, it's like the trucker life. The whole stereotypical trucker, hunter, fishing kind of life. I have Hunting Simulator. That's a fun game. Does anybody else have that game? You know what? Piss on this. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. Let's get back on that. Let's go to... just for a moment. Here we go again with the plane mission. Microsoft Flight Sim instead of SnowRunner, though. There, this one. Hunter, Call of the Wild. I got almost all the DLC. Haven't played it that much. I've only played in total 6 hours. But, no, I've played it more than that. I know that for a fact. I have it on PS4, sorry. I played a lot more there. I got at least a couple of 100 hours in that on the console. But this is a fun game. This is relaxing. You know, there's no robots chasing you like in Generation Zero. The reason I say that is because the same graphics, same kind of team that does it. You just roam around, take your time. Nothing's trying to eat you. I hope a bear eats that guy's face you were talking about earlier. What guy? Who? Which face? I'm so confused. American Truck. So which one out of these two is the better game? Or the newer one? American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator 2? Yeah, I'm definitely confused. Overwhelmingly positive? Really? Who's this guy? Who are these people? Get off my stream. You're not invited. No clout chasing on my channel. I'm just kidding. No, I was trying to be funny. Oh, I know, eh? Yeah. I hope as a joke someone eats his face too, because that's just not right. So this came out in 2016. Well, that doesn't look too bad. Looks like Farming Simulator graphics. It's actually pretty decent. I'm gonna have to mute it because I don't want to get all whatever you want to call it there. No, mute the sound, I said. Why does it keep unmuting it? I just wanted to get a quick snippet. Euro is bigger. Well, this looks pretty decent. Oh, let me add it to my wish list. How much is the game? $25. Yeah, Canadian. Download American. Oh, demo. I'll try the demo sometime. Not now because it'll lag the piss out of the stream. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Graphics don't look so bad. I swear to God. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. Graphics look a lot better than I thought they would. I think my problem is I tried playing a truck simulator game like 15 years ago and the graphics looked like turd. But then again, so did everything else back then. I just love a truck game where you're like high up, you know, just the rumbling of the truck. And kind of like a SnowRunner. Sometimes I treat SnowRunner like an American truck game. You just go for a cruise, don't unlock nothing, just go ripping around in the mud. It's all about the drive, literally. It's about that. You think I really give a rat's ass about delivering this wood there and over here? I mean, it could be fun, don't get me wrong, but I've also played for well over 500 hours on SnowRunner, so I'm a little bit burnt out. Yeah, see, this looks fun. Get to cruise around. It's like, yeah, so that's that one. American Truck. What was the other one? This one's cheaper by $4. Not that that's at the side. Oh, this one's older. Get out. Are they by the same people? Yeah, see, now this one, no offense, looks a little bit more dated. It's also 4 years older. It's 8 years old. Hey, Stotts, how's it going? Stotts is the man. We need more Stotts in the world with people that play games like Crusader Kings 3. Yeah. I mean, it's just rendering there. It doesn't look bad for an 8-year-old game. But be honest, though, like between the two, would you say American Truck Sim is more fun? Like physics-wise, graphic-wise, the feeling, the cruising around, the world feeling alive. Which one would you say is more enjoyable between Euro Truck and American Truck? America versus Europe. Who shall prevail? I can definitely see the graphics looking a little bit more dated, which I have to admit could potentially, you know, affect the immersion a tiny bit. I did find American Truck Simulator looked pretty darn sexy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this one looked pretty good. Then there's American Truck. Oh, those are DLCs. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, see, this one just looks... Oh, cool, you could pick up cars and... Idle map expansion is available on Steam. Yeah. Yeah, this one just looks a lot better. But is it more fun? No one's replying. But anyways, yeah, I'll have to take a look at that later sometime. All right. Now let's get back into it. for a bit. So Microsoft Flight Sim, I played some of that stats. You've never played, but I almost called him Psycho. Sizer. I only play on MP with other people. While I'm more into Euro because I use mods there, there's a mod called Pro Mods that works on Euro Truck. And the world is different, like real buildings, McDonald's. Ah, okay, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit more of a graphic snob, a little bit. It depends. All right, let's do a little bit of this. Okay, so we're offline. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I remember this. An hour later. I was playing this game, then I somehow got swindled into playing Microsoft Flight Sim. I forgot how that happened. Yeah, McDonald's of all places. Trying to play a game and it gives you the diabetes. Right? Yeah, that's what I like about SnowRunner. Just pick a truck, pick a mod, and just go to town. Wow. Oh, that's my guy. Oh! The other guy was behind him. It looked like Hulk was the enemy for a second, and because it's dark, I couldn't see him. That's hilarious. I'm there smacking the shit out of him, and I was like, why won't he die? Ah, there we go. 67. There we go, 60. Yeah, we'll do this one. So that's a good chest to go to, because you're almost guaranteed to get a minor artifact. Which is huge. Those can be harder upgrades to get. Yeah, see, that's definitely not Hulk. That's Hulk, but because of the lighting, I couldn't see shit. Thor always causing a massive ruckus. Oh, there we go. That's what I need before I get my ass beat. Some health. You know, it took me several hours of gameplay to realize that those green pods were health. I thought they were like some type of plasma poison. And I was like scared to touch it. It's kind of funny.
Clear. Resistance is waiting down the road. They'll get you somewhere.
Thank you. Come on, let's go. Watchdogs aren't happy. Reinforcements headed your way. We'll cover your range. Go.
Oh.
Please hurry. Ambush the watchdogs before they get you.
Better yet.
Oh, there's still... Oh, I thought those were enemies. My goodness. I must be getting tired or something. Well, I get the new... Well, I'm hoping PS5 is my baby, no offense. I don't, you know, like Xbox, but... Yeah, it all depends on pre-orders and... Do I have to pay for the whole thing up front? Because I just can't afford it right now. I'm hoping by the time it comes out, I should be able to swing it if they have any in stock. If I have to put like a $50 or $100 deposit on a pre-order, I mean, that's about as far as I can afford right now. Hopefully it doesn't want like the whole amount up front. Well, you know, let's talk about it for a minute. And that's all it is, eh? It's just personal opinion. See, I'm an old gamer. I've been around since before video games even existed, okay? And it's really simple. Really, the whole PlayStation, Xbox thing. It's just so simple. So, I'm also a portable gamer. I love having portable games like I gotta pause this because I just can't concentrate. You know those handheld games like a Nintendo Switch? Right? Well, I have Forza on PC. Right? You can get because of the Play Anywhere. So, back in the day, like in the 80s, I can maybe show you a picture, but there used to be these little Nintendo Switch-looking games, and they were black and white 2D, way before Game Boy. Oh man, Game Boy was like was like futuristic shit compared to what I'm talking about. I'm talking like, I almost want to show you on the internet. But they're just little 2D games, and they only did one game. They look like a Nintendo Switch, but smaller. And they only played one game. And I was really addicted to those. And then as time came out, the Nintendo came out. Right, there was like Atari, Nintendo. There was no PlayStation and Xbox and all that stuff, right? So, okay, let's fast forward ahead. So, Sony PlayStation came out first before the Xbox. Remember? The first Xbox didn't come out until PlayStation was already on their second console, okay? So, here was my mindset. I already had a PlayStation. There was no console war. There was no Xbox. So I had the PlayStation. I had a good experience with the PlayStation. It worked. I liked it. So when the PlayStation 2 came out, what do you think I did? I went and got a PlayStation 2. Because the first PlayStation was a good experience. There was no reason for me to jump ship to Microsoft Xbox. Not only that, but I was also mentally obsessed with Grand Theft Auto. You guys might not remember this, no offense, but Grand Theft Auto was exclusive to PlayStation for a long time. You couldn't play Grand Theft Auto on an Xbox. So that was like a double no-no. First of all, I already had history with the PlayStation 1. Now the PlayStation 2 comes out. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 3, they're exclusive to PlayStation. Yeah, just another reason to have no reason to go over to Xbox. So then the PlayStation 3 came out. Then the Xbox 360 came out. There's a couple of exclusives. I had a little bit of money. And I just pulled the trigger on the both of them. Both of them did some stuff you weren't supposed to be able to do with them. I definitely had more issues with my Microsoft 360, Red Ring of Death, getting logged out of my account, disconnecting from Xbox Live. Wasn't having that issue ever with my PlayStation 3. So I'm not biased. I'm just going by what's happening in my life. So after a while, I got fed up with, with the whole Xbox thing because it wasn't working properly. The battery was dying. It had a proprietary cable, whereas the PlayStation, again, didn't have a proprietary cable. I was having issues with my other cable. It was going to cost me like $35 to replace it. So I was like, nah, this is bullshit. And then the PlayStation 3 had a bigger hard drive, all this kind of stuff. And then Xbox One, and then PS4 came out. Oh boy. The first year I had an Xbox One, couldn't get a PS4. So I've gone through quite a few of these Xbox One controllers. A lot of the batteries, when they do work, oh man, this controller lasts way longer than this controller. You got to call a spade a spade. This controller outperforms this controller. But I've only been through 2 PS4 controllers, and I've been through about 4 of these in the last half decade since this current gen came out. Either I get a fake battery warning on my Xbox One, I get logged out of my profile, not my Microsoft Live profile, just my profile for the controller, and it says, "Goodbye, Morrow, see you later." I'm like, bitch, I never logged out. Or I get disconnected from Live, which is a completely different thing. I need to be connected to the internet so I can see my frickin' this. I need to be connected to the internet to see my pins, my shortcuts to my games on my Xbox. I was like, what the hell kind of crap is this? Then I couldn't back up my saves to the USB and modify them and blah, 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 blah. I couldn't swap out the hard drive out of my Microsoft Xbox. Granted, you got to be fair. Microsoft provides free cloud saving. PlayStation, you got to pay. Microsoft first allowed you to install games on an external hard drive. It took a long time for PlayStation to do that, but they allow you to swap the hard drive and allow you to put your saves on your USB. So for every shot that Microsoft takes, Sony can block and counter jab with something else. So it's not really that one's better than the other. It's just they really have different features. But then as time went on, they kind of became more even. But I went through about 3 or 4 different Xbox Ones and X's in total. I was having issues with, like I said, my controllers fake dying. just random sign-outs. I was plagued with issues on multiple different Xboxes, multiple different controllers, different batteries. Because it could have been isolated. It could have just been the battery. Maybe it was just a controller. So I'd swap everything out. Cost me a lot of money. And in the end, I only had one PlayStation 4 that failed me, and it was my one PS4 Pro, the one that I had, the very first generation of the Pro. That one was a bit of a crap fest. It only lasted a year, and that happens. That could have happened with anything else. Now I'm on my second PS4 Pro, the Death Stranding edition. It's super quiet. It's just been running good. But and I'm almost done my rant because I'm going to lose everybody in the stream here. But do you see how I'm being fair? Like, I'm giving you the good points of the Xbox, but I'm also equally shitting on PlayStation where it deserves to be shat on. And that's what a proper gaming fanboy should do. Don't just highlight the highs of the PS4 and just highlight the lows of the Xbox. That's not a fair comparison. I'll be honest and tell you that I think the Xbox is a better built machine from a quality standpoint. I truly feel the Xbox is a superior machine in terms of build quality. It was just the software of it was shit to me, and that's where I felt PlayStation was better. Do you know how many times I reboot or shut off my PlayStation and it keeps not recognizing my fucking hard drive? But if I take that same hard drive and I plug it into an Xbox, I never have an issue. If I have a power failure and I have a Microsoft Xbox, I never get an error that my Xbox did not shut down properly, but I certainly do with my PlayStation 4. In half a decade on my PlayStation, do you know how many times I've had to reinitialize my fucking PlayStation to re-download my games? At least half a dozen times, almost once a year. So again, I'm not shy to shit on my absolute favorite console where it deserves to be shat and pissed on. And that's how you fucking compare consoles. I hate these idiotic fanboys that just, talk about the good points and, you know what I mean? They don't talk about the bullshit. There's some real bullshit with the PlayStation. But just all in all, I just, no offense, have had a better experience with PlayStation. I don't think they're better. I just think they're more catered to me, And that's the rant. So, my first ever was a Super NES. I remember the Super NES. I hear you, Phil. I think the Xbox One was a lot more on par with the PS4, but the Xbox 360 seemed really fragile. Yeah, and from multiple people that I've heard that from too, it just kind of was. Doesn't mean it's a bad machine. Remember, the best console is the one you enjoy. That's the best console. It's the one you enjoy. If you prefer Xbox, guess what? The Xbox is the best console. Because it's your personal journey. It's your purchase, right? It doesn't matter what I think. I just never get when people literally get mad at each other and they try to insult one another. The whole console war thing. I've never understood that. I believe the Xbox One has slightly better hardware. Oh, yeah. And I mean, it's no secret. The Xbox One X is a more powerful machine than the PlayStation 4 Pro. But as you can tell, I'm still playing on a PlayStation 4 Pro. So yes, it might be stronger, but that's not enough for me to want to keep one. I had an Xbox One X. But I'm going to say the joke. The console might be more powerful, but what good is that console, with all due respect, if I keep getting signed out of my profile? Now, my last Xbox One X, I'm going to admit, was actually really good. So the one I had as far back as just January that went by, a little over half a year ago, with the latest, update and all that, I'm not going to lie. That was, bar none, the best Xbox experience I've ever had. The Xbox One X just feels, I don't know, it's just something about it. Like, my PS4 Pro is white, but when I grab it, I feel like the plastic, like it squeaks a bit, like it feels more like a toy. I'm being straight, and this is like coming from a PS4 fanboy here, hardcore fanboy. But the Xbox One X, man, I picked that thing up and it felt like a tank. It was heavy. It was quiet. It ran cool. It was just a simpler design. It just felt when you picked it up, because, consoles, you're used to picking them up and playing around with them. But when I would move things around or dust around my area, Every time I picked up my PlayStation, I felt like I needed to cradle it like a newborn baby. And I felt like my Xbox One X was like a tank I could chuck halfway across the room. I'm just being straight up. There's no... It's not an opinion. It's a fact. But when it's all said and done... Okay? Despite that physically, from the software perspective, I just had a lot of issues. I just had a lot of mishaps. And it shaped not the best experience with Xbox overall over the years. But like I said, my last Xbox One X was phenomenal. Like an amazing piece of machinery. It was really good. I got rid of it because I needed the money. I got a Switch, a PS4, a TV, a monitor. Holy shit. I was starting to run out of room and cables to put shit in. But yeah. Oh, the whole Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo? I could tell you who wins that by a mile. And this is not up for debate. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. Super Nintendo was superior. My friend and I, David, back in the 80s and early 90s, we compared them. When they first came out, we'd play Mortal Kombat, the same game on the SNES, on the same TV with the Sega Genesis. There was some animated stuff that was happening in the background that wasn't happening on the Sega Genesis. The colors were more washed out. Again, this was being played on the exact same TV. It was like click, 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 click. And we would watch it, and we were like, what the hell is going on? It was really wild. It was really wild, but it was absolutely noticeable. I think in one instance, there was a background in Mortal Kombat. We're talking like early 90s here, like some almost 30 years ago, where there was a guy like on chains, and the chains were kind of like animated or sort of like moving in the background. And when you would play the Sega Genesis version, that wasn't even there at all. I was like, are you kidding me? And yeah, so something like that, there is no debate. Absolutely, the SNES was superior. Oh, the sound I don't remember. But, yeah, so, again, Sega Genesis had some cool stuff, though. It had that, what was that CD thing? Shark Attack? There was something the Sega Genesis did that the Super Nintendo couldn't do when they came out with that gimmick add-on. You could play games on a CD, and at that time, that was revolutionary. Playing a game on a console in, like, 1994 on a CD? Holy cow, man. The graphics of that was pretty insane. But it was incredibly expensive, though. But yeah, so that's the whole thing with, you know, consoles. Sega CD, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was just called Sega CD, that's right. Yeah, I had one. Or, sorry, my friend had one. I didn't have one. I had one in that I went over to his house every day. It felt like I owned it. He never played it. He was more into watching me play, and he would actually make popcorn. His name was Mike, my friend Mike. Really quiet guy. He would just sit there and eat popcorn. Super skinny guy. He would eat popcorn all day and pizza. And he's like, hey man, I got a Sega CD. Do you want to play these games? I'm like, sure, let me know when I can have a turn. He's like, no, I'm cool. Go ahead. And I was like, you know, you can play your Sega CD, right? He's like, no, I'm good. One of the weirdest guys I've ever met, but he was awesome, though. He owned the machine, and he didn't have much of a care to play it. He played it when I wasn't around, but yeah, it was really weird. I would have been like, bitch, give me my Sega CD. I don't know if I would have been as nice back then. Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's safe to say, for the PS5, you know, the other main reason I'm getting a PS5 is pretty simple. It's logical. I don't need to tell people how many games I have on my PS4. Well, I want to be able to backwards compatibility that on my PS5. What the hell's going on with this guy? That was weird. I don't want to start all over again, you know what I mean? Hey, Classy Llama, how's it going? I think you came in earlier and I didn't, I forgot to say hello. How you doing? Yeah, so I think...
'Cause it's on fire.
Oh, wow, I have been streaming for an hour and a half, yeah. So I don't feel bad.
If you say
I am absolutely going to take a break after this, and I will be back. So it's 7:30. I want to say about 35-ish minutes. Just a little over a half hour I'm going to be when I'm done this mission here. And then when I come back, depending on how I'm feeling, I've got a good solid hour to an hour and a half to just kind of mess around. Not too bad considering. What the hell's going on there? What's that? There's like a ribbon pulling on him. Thor is getting trolled by the god of light. It's pulling him. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, that guy that was like swimming in midair. I look good, eh? Well, how you doing? It's that moisturizer, you know what I'm saying? Keeps the skin looking young. I put it on like twice a year. I should put it on more often, but seriously, what the fuck's going on there? Okay, enough wasting time. Oh, is it? Alright. Take it easy, thanks for stopping by.
like we're in a buddy comedy and we're part of it.
Okay, so that's those two there.
Say hello to Rubber Band Iron Man.
Yeah, being told I look good's definitely not something I hear often. I'm used to being told I look like a cancer patient, which is okay. Doesn't bother me. I know I don't have it, so it's not like it bothers me. Even if I did have it.
Have you spotted them yet?
I see what's going on. Oh, it's way up there. No. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Later, Harrison. Yeah, piss on it. I'll just finish the mission. It's one of the things I hate about playing a non-flying character. Everything takes a lot longer to finish. So yeah, to recap, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh my god, does it ever run so much better. That one update. Holy shitballs, man. Sorry, I just thought I'd mention that. Like, what a huge difference. Same thing with Madden football, you know, over the last few updates. Okay, no, don't kick his ass, save him. Wow, does the game ever perform a lot better? It's just, it blows my mind, eh, how sometimes a small little update that's a couple of 100 megabytes can do so much to improve how a game performs. I was starting to think I was going to need to dump $1,000 into my computer, and nope. So it's pretty neat. Frame rate isn't out of whack. No. I never went below 27 frames, and it was very momentary, whatever. Because I lock it at 30, right? In case you're like, holy cow, from 60 all the way to 27. No. So much less jarring. I was in a busy area. I was in Melbourne, Australia. Oh yeah, buildings. I had the online on with the Bing satellite images on, with the photo realistic buildings on as well. But yeah, no, I have a dream to get an Xbox One X someday when they go super cheap, like maybe next summer. And it's going to be my Skate 3 console, which is what I had the original Xbox One X for. That and Forza Horizon, and a few other games, until I found out my computer could run the game better than my Xbox. That was kind of funny. I was like, well, alright then, why do I have this Xbox if my computer can play these games better? So I couldn't justify keeping an Xbox One X for just one game that was a backwards compatible game. It wasn't even an Xbox game to begin with. But it has the enhanced frame rate, 60 frames, even though it's a little bit laggy sometimes, and the much better textures in Skate 3. You'll never get that on a PS5 or a PS4. That was an exclusive thing to Xbox. So I could potentially see myself someday getting an Xbox One X just for Skate 3. Like when the console's like a mere $100, $150. It's like buying an arcade for, you know, just one game, right?
Oh no.
So,
Well, where there's smoke,
I'll
there's
see
fire.
what the prices are
We
like.
can do this.
Yeah, so after I defeat these two guys, I'm gonna head out. I have no idea what that is. I heard a few people talk about it. I think it was you, Classy. Uh-oh, I just got chokeslammed by the Undertaker. It was either you or somebody else that mentioned it. I have no idea what it is. But when they mentioned it briefly, it sounded like just a survival game with no combat. Which that isn't really my thing. I'm into that combat big time. I very rarely enjoy survival games with no combat. Unless I'm thinking of a wrong game.
Okay.
Oh. There we go. Even this game performs a lot better now, a lot less laggy. This thing used to lag like a bastard.
Better get those inhumans out of here.
Tim, what's in there for takeoff? Almost there, guys.
Among Us, it's like push the button. Telltale games combine. It's more of a deduction. Oh, okay. Yeah, could be okay. I might check it out, like, later there someday. Like I said, I'm super... Oh, 90... What? Oh, I didn't defeat all the watchdogs. I must have gotten distracted when I switched different games. Otherwise, I would have been guaranteed a legendary. But let's see how strong it is. 69 and 72. Holy cow. I went from a 69 to a 77 in one shot. That's a massive upgrade. And that's why playing this mission offline is really good. Because the end reward for that mission is pretty good. So every like 20 or so minutes, you're guaranteed like a sizable jump there. TTT as in Trouble in Terrorist Town. Oh, I was thinking of a Telltale. Yeah, my brain's not working, hence why I need the break. Among Us. What is that on? Console? Steam? What's that on? I'll have to look it up sometime. It's on Steam. It's on mobile and Steam. Mobile. It's on mobile Steam. Steam Mobile, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check that out later. Alright, let me just back out of this here.
Get those blueprints for you.
Speaking of, Jarvis, uploading now, sir.
You think you're clever, don't you, Tony?
But yeah, when I come back there, if I do, which I think I might, for a little bit. I'm just not too sure what I'm gonna play, to be honest. I don't know. I do feel like playing, yeah, no problem, I gotta go too. I do feel like playing some Madden a little bit later. Some Madden and some NBA. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. I'm kind of feeling weird. I want to play a little bit of Madden, some NFL, and I'm kind of really weird. I really feel like playing World of Warcraft, but not really doing much. I know that sounds really freaking weird, but because I'm like in a really relaxed state, and I had a bit of a hectic day today, part of me wants to play a little bit of WoW and just kind of like fly around, almost like going for a cruise. And just kind of like seeing what's going on, seeing if like some lower level players might need a hand with a quick quest or something like that. There's one guy in my stream sometimes who absolutely loves it when I do that. Because then I do a bit of like storytelling, like recount some like events, like, oh, I remember 10 years ago or 15 years ago, I was like right there and this happened. And because I've been playing the game so much, it's been estimated that I've probably played World of Warcraft roughly 100,000 hours. So I have a lot of history in that game. Like, that's some insane game time. But yeah. So I'm just kind of like letting you know, in case you do decide to come back in about a half hour, what to kind of expect, which sometimes with me, I have to admit, it's a little bit hard because I kind of bounce around different games. But yeah, I'm feeling football, basketball, and maybe a little bit of cruising in World of Warcraft. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I mean, if people are severely bored of, you know, World of Warcraft, then I might not bother with it and just stick to playing some Madden and some NBA or whatever. Football. Lloyd, Eater of Worlds. How's it going? Yeah. Came right at the end of the stream. But thanks for stopping by anyways. And like I said, I'll be back in about a half hour. And yeah, I'll probably play some football, NBA. I want to practice NBA 2K because I'm really not that great at the game. At all. And maybe a bit of World of Warcraft, like I said. I'll just kind of play it by ear. But yeah. But hope you're doing well, Lloyd. And yeah, because I've already been streaming for like an hour and 40 minutes. My ass is about to fall off. Alright, I'm going to go. Otherwise I'm going to end up talking all night about the same thing over and over again. I shall be back roughly in about 30 or so minutes.